Welcome back to episode 5 of me chronologically recapping the MCU from start to finish, and part 2 of the condensed version of this. Today we have Marvel's first movie, Captain America the First Avenger. Now, while this movie is the first chronologically, it's actually the 5th in release order and set in 1942 during the Second World War. The movie centers around Steve Rogers, soon to be Captain America, who at the start of the movie is nothing extraordinary, at least in any kind of metric that would be valued in the 1940s, until he takes a super soldier serum, which makes him genetically superior in almost every way. Now, while you might expect that to make him an immediate soldier in the current war, he's instead relegated to be a glorified cheerleader. That is, until he learns that his brother, Bucky Barnes, might have been captured by the enemy, leading to him leading a solo mission behind enemy lines to find him. While freeing his brother, Steve comes face to face with Johann Schmidt, who has been trying to harness the power of a cube called the Tesseract, and has also undergone the super soldier serum himself, but before it was finished, turning him into the Red Skull. Steve luckily escapes and upon returning home forms a group called the Howling Commandos. After being suited up by Howard Stark with the vibranium shield he's now so synonymous with, starts taking the fight to Germany and Schmidt's Fax and Hydra. In 1945, the team intercepts a train carrying Schmidt's right-hand man, Zola, but in the battle to capture him, Barnes falls from the train to his seeming death. Then, using information they extract from Zola, they locate the final Hydra stronghold, and while there, learn Schmidt plans to use his new weapons of mass destruction on the major American cities. Steve, being Captain America, obviously isn't going to let this happen, and during their fight, Schmidt gets pulled through a portal to space, opened up by the Tesseract, before the cube falls deep into the ocean, which leaves Captain America to realize that there's no turning the plane around, and the only way to save everyone is to crash into the Arctic, leading to a heartbreaking farewell with Agent Carter before hitting the ice. Then, after the war, Stark recovers the Tesseract while Steve's ship lays stranded. That is until 2011, where he's found by S.H.I.E.L.D. and Nick Fury, who must explain to him that he's been asleep for the past 70 years in the ice, and the world he knew is gone. Well, that was a media recap. If you enjoyed it and want to keep up to date with the rest of the MCU recap series, please consider liking or following the channel, but either way, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for our next recap series, Marvel One-Shot Agent Carter.